here to talk about my next exhibit, the 11 Stations. I've been capturing photos from the time I was young enough to hold a camera. But photography became my passion when I bought my first Pentax single lens reflex camera in about 1970, many years ago. I delved even deeper into photography and cinematography when I majored in 16mm film at Concordia University in Montreal. Throughout my professional career, I ended up working mostly in front of the camera as art director and marketing professional and IT work. As my wife and I approached retirement, we chose to move into a home we designed together and we had built away from the city. We are now in Orange County, North Carolina, surrounded by trees, wild deer, and miles of hiking trails, which we love. I now have more time to pursue my vision, my passion, and I rarely leave the home without some form of image capturing device on hand. The woods and trails surrounding us have allowed me to observe the subtle seasonal variations and gradual effects of climate change on our environment. On my daily walks, usually with my dog Abby, I often perceive and try to capture the shape of animals, humans, and fauna embedded in the trees and the tree trunks and foliage and branches surrounding me. The recent pandemic has forced me to remain even closer to home, and as the days of isolation turned to weeks and then to months, I felt an ever-growing sense of loss. Loss of freedom to travel, loss of closeness to family and friends far and wide. The idea for the 11 Stations exhibit came about shortly before the big season of Lent, or beginning of Lent of 2021. It was when I approached a tree I had previously photographed from another angle near our property. Its trunk, upon closer inspection, closely resembled the face of a battered pugilist. I was raised a devout Roman Catholic. The new face on this burled maple elicited a memory of the classical representation of Christ, the Ecce Homo. Christ is introduced by Pontius Pilate to the assembled after the scourging and crowning with thorns. Eventually, I came across other subjects on the trails and the woods around me that complemented the battered face image, and it all came together with this exhibit. The 11 Stations Passion According to Mother Nature exhibit is loosely based on the Stations of the Cross, or the Way of the Cross, also known as the Way of Sorrows. As a young altar boy, I became very familiar with the Stations of the Cross in our church, especially during Holy Week leading up to Easter Sunday. The Stations refer to a series of iconographic depictions of Jesus on the day of his crucifixion and the accompanying prayers that go along with that. The stations grew out of imitations of the Via Dolorosa in Jerusalem, which is believed to be the path Jesus took on his way to Mount Calvary or Golgotha. The objective of the Way of Sorrows was to help the Christian faithful make a spiritual pilgrimage through contemplation of the Passion. It has become one of the most popular devotions, and the stations can be found in many Western Christian churches, including Anglican, Lutheran, Methodist, and Roman Catholic. So this exhibit serves as a metaphor and meditation on the rapidly deteriorating state of our natural habitats and the environment. Most of the images captured were taken in and around Alamance County, North Carolina, and Orange County, North Carolina, in the years 2019 and 2020.